So for about a decade, we were thinking, our intervention work is so powerful. It's not therapy, although it's very, very therapeutic. And in the number of years in the beginning where we also worked in the treatment field, we never saw the emotional dynamic in the treatment piece of it as we did in the intervention piece of it. So we thought, what if we could take what we do in the intervention and bring it into the treatment program, not during treatment, but for the family program. And so, Jenny, why don't you talk about how we brought that idea to reality?
Well, we were so excited with this concept. It was in our mind for so long, and we launched the idea over 3.5 years ago. So we've been doing this. This is no longer an idea. It's something that we've gained great traction with. And what it looks like is when someone's had an intervention, they were the only one in the hot seat. And one of the primary things that makes this different is that in this setting, they come in with their peers, they come in with their allies. And so rather than having this deep emotional dynamic, just one-to-one with all that vulnerability and what makes the relationship raw because it hasn't been fixed yet, it hasn't healed all the way yet, the safety net of having for the clients their peers, and then for the family members, other family members, has been a bonus to it that I don't even think we saw early on. We were really focused on the clients being 30, 40, 50 days clear, and what would that look like to be able to talk about the journey and to talk about the future and to talk about the hope with them with ears to hear versus how oftentimes unclear they are at the point of an intervention.
Well, and also too, we found that where a client is in treatment, so they're 30, 60, 90 days into the recovery. And so often at the family program, the family members, they're still stuck in that day when the person went to treatment. So there's a real chasm between where the loved one is in treatment and where the family is and was when treatment began. So what we're able to do is to catch them up and bring them up to speed.
Yeah, I liken it unto PTSD, that the families come in and it's the deer in the headlights, and so many of them are literally stuck in that moment right before they left, and to see how the clients are blossoming and really making gains and such a differential. So we love closing that gap. And one thing we were concerned about, and we were so delighted that it didn't seem to be a problem at all, was we wondered how would this be for people who we'd actually done interventions with, and how would this be for people who'd had interventions with someone else, and then how was that going to be with the ones who hadn't had an intervention at all. And we were delighted to see that it was working really good for all three camps, and that it wasn't at all redundant, and especially the ones who'd already worked with us, we were sure and then delighted that we were wrong, that there was no problem with that.
So what this family program does is it enhances the relapse prevention piece. It encourages the patient or the client to stay in treatment longer. It educates the family so that they understand really what their roles and responsibilities are. And so everybody wins because typically people stay in longer, they recommit to the recovery, families understand their roles, and again, then they're able to begin life with a new defined set of roles, boundaries, and again, everybody wins with that in mind. So it's been a fantastic, fantastic new service that we offer, and we're excited to possibly help you.